Hello. Mic check, everyone. Wow, that was annoying. That was so annoying. That's just pissed me off. You break your PC. I've got updates turned off and it's just literally forced an update. It's literally just forced a fucking update and just instantly rebooted my computer without telling me. Micro pencil revenge. Bollocks you. Genuinely, I had updates turned off. So it's installed a language bar. Not a language bar, a weather bar. Microsoft, you know full well I always disable weather. I don't want weather updates on my computer while I'm working. Who gives a shit? News and interests. No. Turn off. Peace off. Search. Hidden. Peace off. Jesus Christ. Sorry guys. That's pissed me off. Pretty sure I probably had about 150 viewers there. You like the weather bar? Why? It's pointless. Why would you want a constant update of the weather? Is it hot? Stick your head outside. Is it cold? Is your dick shriveled? It's pointless. Right, well, I'm sorry about that, guys. Sadly, nothing I could do. Anyway, I haven't touched this since it shut off. I just wanted to do a board swap without you knowing, I'll be honest. I'm not going to lie. Just wanted to do a little magic board swap. Windows 8. Windows 8 was horrible. Windows 8 was an epic fail. Because these old people are concerned about weather. Very good point, mate. Well, that's just pissed me off because now I've just lost every single viewer. There was about 150 people watching. Well, I had to come back live just so you all know I was okay, but I'm probably going to be ending it after this one anyway. It is late. You should know. I haven't touched this since since it shut down. Still use it today. I feel sorry for you, mate. Doubt this is going to have done anything. Nope. I wonder if anywhere gets warm. Not a sign of heat anywhere. Phil broke the computer. Randomly rebooted. Even though I've got updates turned off. Yeah, I think this is dead APU. Kind of sucks. Actually, the CPU does get warm. Yeah, the CPU is getting warm. It's the only thing getting warm. But very slightly, not excessively warm, but it is a little bit warm. Let me see if I can do that with IPA. Someone's a negative energy. I'm always thinking happy thoughts. But you can go fuck yourself. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Right. A bit of IPA on there. Because why not? Can you fix it? No. No. If it's dead APU, no. It's not going to be a solder board issue. You see that evaporating every few seconds as I'm turning it on? It is very slightly warm, but it's not like excessively warm. That's an internal short in the APU for sure. It's got to be. Someone could be spam calling me. I just blocked the number. It's in that corner. Look. Hang on. I've lost the pin. You want to see? I think it's a dead CPU. Inject 30 volts. No, I'm not doing that again. I'm not burning any more probes, mate. I've got literally one set of probes left after this. I'm not burning anymore. No, that's game for that one. It is game for that one. Yeah, I think I'm almost certain that's a dead APU, and someone's probably already had this apart and looked at it, hence the tight screws, and they've probably determined it was a dead APU and dumped it with the hard drive though. Well, nah, I haven't got enough test probes spare, mate. To be honest, I've got one set left after this set. Oh well, it's a donor board. So, final resting place is going to be in there. Final resting place is going to be in there. Do it, make it pop? Nah. I'm not gonna ruin another set of test probes, mate. I can't. It's against the law. If you donate, you'll do it. If you want to pay for some new test probes, just saying, buy me some test probes. Filed under donor. Yep. Should have seabed the last set. What do you mean? Right, quick question for you all. Shall I do another repair or shall I go to bed? I've got jobs on. I should have saved. No, they went in the bin. Just fell asleep during the repair. I found the problem, didn't find the solution. He tell a dead APU. Well, think he's had a dead APU, most likely. You know the answer to that question. I do, but it depends what you want to do. It's up to you guys. I'll leave it up to you guys. How's that sound? Well, you know I'm joining. No sleep for me again. There's never any sleep for me. Never any sleep for me. Looks like you need your bed. I need a lot of things, like a new set of test probes, because you lot keep daring me to do shit. Oh dear, I'll go and get some. I'll go find an easy one. How's that sound? Go to bed. I'm streaming in the morning. Well, then I can use the excuse I'm tired. Ha! How do I normally go to bed and get up? About 3 o'clock normally. I normally get up at 8. Between 8 and 9. It's catching up on me though. I'll go and see if I've got. I'll see if I've got something easy. If I've got nothing easy, then I'm not going to bother. Did you have a coil wine PS5 next to the APU? I haven't dealt with any coil wine myself, mate. No. Right. I'm back in a minute. I'll see if I've got anything easy. And I'll let yours know. Whoops. Oops. Probably not the right kind of noise to make at 2 AM. Whoops. Did anyone hear that? Did anyone hear that bang? Oops. Probably just woke up the entire neighbourhood with that bang. They heard it in Brum. That sounds about right. How's it going, Godruled? Welcome, mate. Just going to tidy up a little bit here. Chuck that in that box. Neighbour's going to find me place. I can't be bothered to tidy this up. So I'm just going to throw everything to one side as usual. Been part of too many live streams, I've been swatted. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You can get people killed. Genuinely, you can get people killed. One wrong move and you're dead. Right, okay. Quick one before I go. Right, so this console has been sent in because it is only working in low resolution. So this is only working in low res mode apparently. So that is 99% of the time going to be the retimer or encoder, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look and see what happens. It will do that. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. Alright. For a start, that's got a dead hard drive. Anyone hear that clicking? So for starters, there's a dead hard drive in this. Click, 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 click. Right, let me just deactivate, reactivate. It's still trying to turn on the hard drive. It's just rebooting there as well. Typical. I'll wait for it to reboot. You should boot into safe mode. Oh yeah, swatting is a great way to spend a lot of your life in jail. It's highly illegal. So yeah, so this isn't going to be cheap. Still getting no display. Still no display. Yeah, no display. Alright, so let's try and load it in safe mode then. From low resolution to no resolution. That could be why it's only working in low res mode. So what they could be doing is they could be putting it into safe mode and then just assuming that it's only working in low res. How long have we been doing these repairs? A couple of years, mate. About 2 years. So I'm going to try and boot into safe mode because that will stop the hard drive from turning on. So let me switch back to the capture card. I'll put the overhead cam on so you know you haven't just got a blank screen. And actually, that's not displaying at all. I might need to get confirmation on this, guys. Because this is looking like HDMI encoder and hard drive. That's a lot of skill within 2 years. Thank you, mate. It's just a willingness to learn. TV time. I don't know where my remote's gone. No, that's not the capture card that's playing up. That's the fact that there's just no display. So I think I mean I can probably do the display and then just tackle the hard drive later. But that hard drive is definitely not booting. Bedtime. That doesn't appear to have impact damage. I think he's just got the click of death, to be honest. Alright, let's just the hard drive is faulty for sure. The hard drive is definitely faulty. It should do safe mode without the hard drive in it, but it should also do safe mode just by pressing and holding the power button. So I think it's got a display issue as well. Watching me from the bed. Nice. I think this has got a display issue and a hard drive issue, to be honest. I'm missing screws. Someone's been in here that shouldn't have. Someone who don't know how to save the screws. Right. I think someone who don't know how to screw the screws in. Really? Come on. Alright, well I've got to stay up and have a look at this now, I think I'm going to pop the hard drive into the dock, test that. Ugh, it's a HGST 500. Yeah, it's dead. It's HGST, come on. We all know it's dead. These hard drives suck. All hard drives in PS4s and Xboxes suck. This is a late one. Yeah. Yeah, that's clicking even in there. Yeah, that hard drive's dead. It's clicking even in the dock, so it's for sure dead. Damn you, power cable. Let's try and boot into safe mode with no hard drive installed. I don't sell BQ chips, mate, no. Sadly. Tommy, if you join the Discord, mate, you can post a link in there to the sale. Right, so still no display, even with the hard drive removed. I'm thinking probably got to get authorization for this. Hard drive and encoder. It's going to be expensive. Yeah. Whoops, wrong one. I've got to get authorization for this. It's a hard drive alone is 30 quid, 25 quid for 500, and then there's a cost to replace the chip as well, if it's just a chip. I mean, shall I have a look at the board before I finish? Just see if there's any technician damage or anything like that, because clearly someone's been in here that shouldn't have. I only said earlier I don't get many hard drive jobs. Someone's been in here, so. It doesn't look like anyone's messed with the encoder. That was very loose. PH2 screw missing. It had a replacement port. Recently, because that's fresh thermal paste. But that's a V2 port. Let's just have a look at this lot on here. Damn you, HDMI cable. Alright. Just reactivate this scope. There we go. And let's get rid of that. This appears to be a console repair London HDMI port replacement. I say that just because of the way it's actually installed with no solder on the back of the pads. And that happens because of the way that it... Oh, hang on. What's this? What do we have here? Maybe not. That's a broken line. That's a broken line. That's a broken data line there. Or what appears to be a broken data line. Let's find out. And yep, that is broken. So has that burnt or has that been damaged? I think that has been burnt. I think that's burnt itself. Or rather, that's got hot and burnt itself. Maybe because of a damaged trace. A damaged pin on the port. Alright, so let's just run a quick jumper wire in it. Let's fix that damaged trace. The rest look good. It does look a bit burnt, mate, yeah. Let's grab a bit of jumper wire. Lots of flux. That's actually nowhere near as much as you think, to be honest. It's just because it zoomed in a lot. It's actually a very small amount. Take that trace. Let's use an overly sized tip. Tin that pad properly as well. Damn you, jumper wire, stop sliding around. Barely a milli pull. Damn you, shaky hands. Damn you to hell. Why is that so out of focus? It is a HDMI port, mate. Yeah, it's on a PS4. Blade. Yeah, it is relaxing. Yeah. Right, now it's out to focus for me. Yeah, I think it's quite relaxing as well. Not at just past 2 in the morning, but you know, I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah. Yeah, my hands are a bit shaky tonight. I don't know why. No, it's the right line, mate. Um, EMI filter number 3, pin number 4. We've got data, ground data, data, ground data. Could that short the wire below? Yeah, it could if you if you was running more than one jumper, you'd fucking pour more coating on it. But because I'm only running one, I'll just run with it and leave it as it is. Just because it's just one jumper. It's if I was running more than one, I'd put conformal coat in there, but it's kind of pointless. The routing confused me. Yeah, it's just I've just got really shaky hands tonight, mate. Usually I'll get that perfect, but I just can't be bothered. I'll redo it. If he doesn't fix it and I have to take it back apart, I'll redo it tomorrow properly. But as long as he's connected, I don't really mind. It doesn't have to be perfect every time. I know it's connected, but just for confirmation, I want to make sure there's no shorts. So no short there, no short there. And we're connected there. Wow, look how weak this board is, guys. Look at this. That trace has burnt. That's got hot. If I can probe that like that, and it's actually squishing the trace. Look at that. You shouldn't be able to do that. Look at that one. I'm probing it. Nothing. Probe this. That trace has got hot. That encoder, I'm guaranteeing he's dead. Guarantee that encoder is dead. 100%. Definitely. Solder mask. It's not needed, mate. It's not needed. It's one jumper wire. It's not needed. I'm guaranteeing that encoder's dead. Right. Diode mode. Let's just test a few components. There's nothing for that to short to. It's not going to move. It's solid. So it's kind of pointless. Right, 0.594. Open line. It's not needed. It's really not needed. I've genuinely done hundreds upon hundreds of jumper wire repairs. A lot of them on live stream. It's one jumper wire. It's not needed. I haven't got that far, mate, yet. Yeah, I'm just testing diodes at the minute. Diodes are good. Solder mask for corrosion. What? Why would the jumper wire corrode? That jumper wire would never corrode. There's no power going through it. It's data. It wouldn't corrode anyway. Right. Let's give it a test, but I'll guarantee that's going to be dead. That got way too hot. Way too hot, that trace got. No, to get corrosion, you need a chemical reaction. You need power to be exposed to moisture for you to get corrosion. That's a data line. Yeah, the only thing I can advise there, mate, is to change the flux. I would never use a flux that's corrosive. And even if you put solder mask on it, you've got to clean it to put solder mask on it anyway, so you're kind of defeating the object. Solder can corrode. Solder can also oxidize. But that's a data line, there's no power running through it. It's not gonna corrode. In fact, I've got a board. Literally, I'll put it out in a minute. I've got a board. I run a jumper wire on that board over 12 months ago. It's literally been exposed to moisture. It's coated wire. It is coated wire, but I have tinned it, but that's kind of beside the point. I've got a board here. I'll put it out in a minute once I've tested this. I literally run a jumper wire over a year ago. Some people in the chat will probably remember it because when I pulled it out the second time for testing, people was commenting because I did the jumper wire off stream months before. People was actually commenting saying how nice the jumper wire looked. It's been sat literally in my donor pile for well over 12 months, and I'll guarantee 100% right now it's not corroded. And there's no solder mask on that. Solder mask is there to protect it from shorts, not to protect it from corrosion. It's not. Solder mask isn't water resistant. It's non-conductive. That is it. Light stream, yeah. Have I reviewed the adapter yet? I haven't, mate. I haven't had time. But I will guarantee 100% that would not corrode. That jumper wire will not corrode. You have to have a chemical mixture between moisture or liquid and power for you to get corrosion. And because that's the data line, it's not going to get corrosion. Conformal coating isn't meant to prevent corrosion. It's meant to prevent oxidization and electrical conductivity. You can't stop corrosion no matter what you've got over it. If your circuit is exposed to moisture while it's electrically active, it's going to corrode. Right, let's see if we've got I've got to deactivate and reactivate the capture card. Yep, still no display. Doesn't matter what you've got over it. If there's any exposure to moisture, you're going to get corrosion on a circuit that's active. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, it would make it more durable, but at the same time, like I said, it doesn't matter because number one, that's a data line, so it's irrelevant anyway. And number two, there's no other traces running across it that's going to short out. And number three, if it's exposed to moisture, then the pins are going to get corroded anyway, regardless. The pins will get corroded. So the pins are always going to be exposed, so they will get corroded anyway, regardless. Right, so yeah, still no display. That encoder's dead. It would take a lot to corrode that line to the point of breaking it, yeah. Yeah, but even generally speaking, any board, if you're exposed to moisture while or any kind of liquid while the circuit is electrically active, then it's going to corrode regardless. It doesn't matter, it's going to corrode. But you still have to have a mixture between moisture and an active circuit. Unless you've got some sort of, like Micro Repair said, some sort of acidic substance, and then it would just corrode anyway. Which is why when you leave it out in the rain, it will corrode, because rain is acidic. Right, I'm going to find this board quickly. I'll just show you something. I'm not trying to prove a point, I'm just trying to show you. There. Here it is. I knew exactly where it was. This board works, it just needs a safe bridge, which I just can't be asked to put on. And plus I don't know where the oh damn you, fucking capture card. Now I'm going to reactivate it again. I don't know where the daughter board is to it, so it's basically a donor board. I run this jumper well over 12 months ago. It's still got flux on the board. And I run this jumper well over 12 months ago. People will remember this jumper, how neat I did it. People who are regulars on the channel, who've been regulars for a long time, will remember this jumper wire. This jumper wire will last longer than the PlayStation 4. And that's exposed. That's got flux on it. There's flux all over this board. And that is the same flux I've used for a couple of years. The Kingbo RMA218. Because it's non-corrosive, Jason will remember this. And the reason Jason will remember this is because people were commenting saying how clean the jumper wire looked. But that has been there for literally about 16, 17 months, I would say. And it's still solid. This is what I mean. If you've got just one jumper wire, you don't need conformal coating. You don't need any kind of solder mask. This has still got flux on it. Look. This is Kingbo RMA218 exposed to the elements for 16 months. Ish. I've just broke that wire, but yeah, never mind. I've just broke the jumper wire probing it. But that's kind of to be expected. You can't just sit there digging around. But yeah, that jumper wire is absolutely clean. Thank you, King Jeed. It's no longer a clean jumper wire, but still. The point remains, look, these have been exposed to the elements for months and months and months and months and months. And that never corroded. So, yeah. And that never had any kind of conformal coating on it. The only thing to put conformal coating on it for is to protect it against stuff like that, for probing and stuff, and to prevent it from shorting. But yeah, that was about 16 months worth of jumper wire being sat there with literally £1.50 flux. Literally £1.50 flux. The cheapest flux you can buy on AliExpress that doesn't corrode the board. That's why I use it. That's why I tell people to use it. That's why I stand by that flux. It don't corrode the board. Honestly, if I thought it needed it, I would put it on. Yeah, the flux area is corrosive. It's meant to be used by plumbers. Yeah, it is meant to be plumbers' flux. I'll tell you what you see. I'll tell you what you see. I'll show you exactly what flux people buy, and I know this for a fact because I've seen it in shops. Let me just pull up Amazon. Right, let me find it. Here it is. You type in soldering flux on Amazon. The first result, apart from the sponsored listings, which are very obviously sponsored listings, the first result is Lyco flux. And it says regular soldering flux paste. I know this because I fell in this trap myself the first time I ever bought flux. That's what people buy because they're like, oh look, a big tub for like what, 15 quid. Oh, that'll last me a while. And then they buy that. Honestly, find yourself a donor board, get yourself some of this Lyco flux, put it on there and leave it for 3 months, and I'll guarantee your board is corroded, 100%, because that is plumbing flux. And you can even see it on it. And I fell into this trap here. I fell into this trap myself. Look at this. Acid. Acid. It's an acidic flux. Which is why your pipes turn green when you use it for soldering plumbing pipes. That's the exact solder that people buy. Genuinely. It goes green. Yeah, it does. It goes green. It's yeah. You're exactly right, mate. Exactly right. This is live, mate. Yeah. You won't be in a minute because it is 2:45. I'm not doing an encoder at this time of night. I'll stream it. But yeah, I'm going to end it here because I am knackered. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to make a point that you don't need conformal coating for one single jumper. I'm not trying to say I'm 100% right. Everyone's got their own method of doing things, but when it comes to just one single jumper, I'm not going to put conformal coating on it because it's just not needed. It's just absolutely unnecessary. I mean, if people want to add conformal coating, it's not going to do any harm, but it's just going to waste your time. Anyone who watches the stream regularly knows that I run jumpers. I run literally 0.2, 0.3 millimeter jumper wires, very small jumper wires on Nintendo Switches and things like that. And wherever needed, I will add conformal coating. And this stuff is cheap as chips. Literally, it's within arm's reach. It's not like I just can't be asked to grab it. It's within arm's reach. I know exactly where it is. Another tub, other side of my table, within arm's reach. It's not that I can't be asked. It'll take seconds to put it on. It's just not needed. Not for that one single jumper. Anything more than one jumper, yes, 100%. Put a solder mask on. But just one jumper, no. It's just wasting your own time. But as you've seen from that, I mean, 16, 17 months, no conformal coating. Using the same flux that I use every single day. Kingbo RMA 218, no corrosion. And that has been outside. That board has been outside in the rain, along with most of my donor board. In fact, you can clearly see it's been outside. Now look at the state of the rest of the board. That is a donor board now. The board technically works. If I was to ultrasonic load, it would probably work. But the only place that wasn't corroded was that jumper wire. Like these donor boards, a lot of them have been outside because I left them outside for 2 or 3 days while I was moving my workshop around. But this stuff, honestly, this stuff is great. Like that flux has been on that board now for 16 months ish. It's great stuff for like what, £1 a tube. I'm not sponsored for this, by the way. It's just I'm being deadly serious. Right, my workshop is going to turn off in 11 minutes. So yes, I've got Alexa set to turn my soldering iron and stuff off at 3 a.m. Conformal coating is different, I agree, but it's the same principle. If you had one single trace, like if you look at a QFN chip, a lot of QFN chips haven't got conformal coating. Sorry, not QFN, QFP. A lot of QFP chips, I will say this before I go, a lot of QFP chips haven't got conformal coating, and the reason for that is because the pitch between each pad is too fine for a conformal coating to take bond. If you watch a documentary on, there's a few documentaries on YouTube. I've watched them myself. If you watch these documentaries on YouTube about conformal coating and about the way that QFP chips are soldered at the factory and stuff like that, he does say that the conformal coating is not, it's not added because of the pitch of the pitch between each pin. There's just no way for it to take a bond, so they don't add it, and it never has a problem. It never has a problem because it's just not necessary. As long as there's no chance of the pins being shorted, it's not necessary. And like I said, to get corrosion, you either need exposure to some sort of acid, or you need corrosion, or you need exposure to some sort of moisture or liquid or conductive liquid while the current is electrically active. I could dunk, and in fact I've got a video on the channel. First ever repair I did on YouTube was about 5 years ago. I salvaged a desktop PC, a Dell, I think it was a Dell desktop PC, out of a container full of rainwater. Now, granted, it was only there probably 12 to 24 hours, but I salvaged it out of this big skip of rainwater and I brought it back to life. And there's got to have been 3 foot of water, and it was just dumped inside there. Not all flux is acid, hence no clean flux. Not all flux is acidic. Conformal coating isn't the process done to prevent corrosion. You're far from the truth. Conformal coating is nothing to do with corrosion. Genuinely, it's nothing to do with corrosion. If that was the case, you would have overfill on every single component. Genuinely, you would genuinely have overfill on every single component because you would have to protect the pads. The pads are not conformal coated. It wouldn't make any sense. The pads are not conformal coated. The ground plane is not conformal coated. The solder balls are not conformal coated. You wouldn't have any way of making a contact on top of the board if that was what it was for. Well, I'm just saying, it's just one of them things. It was a Dell second in i5. Cheers, mate. Yeah, there you go. I mean, people on the channel remember it and know the video. 3 feet of water. It's nothing to do with corrosion. No, you're talking about conformal coating in general, but that's generalised. That's everything. That's every board. Every board has got conformal coating, or every board manufactured professionally has got conformal coating. I don't know the exact reason, but it's not for corrosion. One of the reasons is to protect the circuit from shorts. but it's nothing to do with corrosion. Genuinely, it's nothing at all to do with corrosion. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's not almost 3 a.m. We could have this debate all day. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I'm going to go to bed. I am absolutely shattered. I guess I'll see you all next time.